Google has announced a new AI called Genie 3, and this is completely insane. This might be one of the craziest releases in AI so far up to this date. We've seen ChatGPT, we've seen Gemini, we've seen Veo 3 with the AI videos, and there's a lot of other AI softwares and products, but this Genie 3 is the craziest in terms of what I've seen, because what this means for the future of AI is it's going to be almost, if not will be impossible to tell the difference between what is real life and what is fake, especially online pertaining to content from this new model here. So this is the third edition. I didn't even know there were Genie 1 and 2, and even the previous models, they were pretty crazy. But for you don't know what this is, essentially this is a AI that allows you to create your own world. Literally, you could create your own planet, you can create whatever you want. And if you don't know what that even means, let me just show you some of their current examples right here. So essentially, there's a lot of debate and people have theories about the world being a simulation and whatnot. And before, there wasn't really any way to prove that, or even if they did, maybe people don't believe it. But after seeing Genie 3, imagine you were born 5 years from now or in the future, and you have access to this, and all you could see were just digital screens. Take a look at some of the stats really quick, and then I'll show you exactly how crazy this is. So essentially, Genie 3 is the latest 720p video, general with some navigations, world prompts, etc., multiple minutes. Okay, which for now this stuff doesn't really matter until you see it. All right, so take a look at this. Here you can see Genie 2, and it looks like the interaction has ended. Maybe this can reset in a second, but essentially, look at this. It looks like a video game if you're watching this, and you're like, oh, it does exactly look like a video game, except this was generated with AI, a complete world. And on the left, you can see here on the red side, Genie 2, the robots walking around in the red city. And it seems like after a few seconds, the generated world slowly stops. It is quite blurry. And even on the other side, you can see that too. And then on Genie 3, it is significantly higher detail. The world is moving, and it's essentially looking exactly like we would see in a video game. And then it just continues, and you can walk around, do whatever you want. Same with this over here. You can see the difference in the quality. Clearly, Genie 3 is significantly better looking, and the fact that it's way longer and that you can just pretty much walk around and do whatever you want to is already pretty crazy. Now, this is just showcasing video game style prompts here. So here, let's take a look at some of the other examples, which why I say this is absolutely insane. So here's one is showing prompts of a jellyfish is moving around and it's essentially following a jellyfish underwater, which maybe if you've seen underwater jellyfish before, you're probably like, oh, this looks normal. But this is all AI generated, and you can see the underwater looks quite realistic. Now let's move on to another example. Here, a helicopter pilot's maneuvering around the coastal cliff with a small waterfall. Now this one, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been inside of a helicopter, so I can't really say the inside, but this kind of has some sort of like video game feel to it. Maybe it looks quite real, but it's not perfect. Even the cliffs look kind of like computerish generated. But the fact that this person just moving around in this world, like he's going left right now, and you can see the waves are flowing too. They're not the best looking waves, but again, this is version 3. And there's some other videos I've seen on social media of other crazy prompts that people have created to where it looks literally like someone's filming themselves outside in the grass field. And it's extremely difficult to determine what is real and what's not. So now let's see this one right here. So they're going through, looks like a nice little lake over here. This one looks quite similar to one I've seen before. And it looks somewhat realistic, not the best, but the fact that it's literally moving around any direction you want to, and the person's controlling this, and it's from a single prompt. This is absolutely crazy. Now take a look at, let's look some other prompts here, some more jellyfish action. I guess Google just loves to showcase jellyfish for some reason. But here they're underwater, and the fact that it's able to generate this and you can move around like nothing, that's absolutely insane. Let's see if there's any more prompts with something even cooler. So Japanese Zen Garden, this one looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, in terms of realism, this one's probably closer to it. Again, I can still kind of slightly tell, like, it looks somewhat like a video game, but maybe that's because I'm watching this and the movements are kind of like quick and fast, like see how like it moves. But again, what opportunities does this mean? So first of all, video game development is going to get absolutely destroyed in the sense of creativity, but this does open the doors to just normal people making full video game worlds, I'm sure. And I'm sure some other companies are making stuff similar to this. The next thing I would say is that, there's so many opportunities for this, because this essentially changes creation of like online content as well, especially if you can start integrating like real life people talking and doing other stuff. And then let's see some more stuff. So far, even these leaves, bro, come on now, tell me that doesn't look crazy. And the fact that this is just the start, like this 2025 in August when I'm recording this, imagine a year from now, or whoever knows how long it's going to take to release, Genie 4, Genie 5. I'm guessing by the time they have like a next probably Genie 5 version or even higher with 1080p HD quality, the videos that we're watching currently are going to be probably hyper realistic to where you won't even be able to tell what's real and what's fake. And I'm sure the movements, they'll probably program new movements and whatever. But I can see how Google is absolutely dominating AI space now, because they got Veil 3. Now they're showing out Genie 3. Next up, what? Gemini 3. And then it's going to be crazy. So you can see here, we got some more. Here's little dog running on a rainbow. Looks like a video game. But the fact that someone just typed a single prompt and made this entire thing. Again, this looks just like some video game that people spent maybe hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe a couple million, $100,000 to generate this, and someone is literally rolling around this virtual world just by pressing arrow keys from that prompt. And let's see here, this one says being a lizard origami style. Here's a 2D style looking visual. This is so sick. People understand. Maybe you do understand how insane this is, but look, you're literally was a dragonfly flying around some like enchanted world. So this is going to change the game. I'm telling you right now, this is absolutely insane. Let's see some more stuff here. This dude, look, he's walking around. Look, tell me this isn't insane. Come on now. Look, the dude is literally walking around with like floating waterfalls from the sky, like some sci-fi movie. And again, I don't even know if someone has been messing around with this, like the limitations can definitely share with it. Similar like Veil 3 I've used quite a bit, and I noticed like some of the videos are extremely difficult to do, but it seems like for this particular like nature style prompts, it seems like it's doing quite well. So again, for the future of gaming content, everything, once they have the software ready and it's available to everybody, you're just gonna type in a single sentence and have a full video game, full whatever you can imagine. This is getting crazier and crazier as we speak. Next year, who knows, next few months, end of this year, we're gonna see something even crazier, I'm sure. So definitely stay tuned. Let me know your thoughts on this. Is this something that you would actually end up using and creating your own video games to play? Or do you see this more like a business opportunity? Or do you just see this something like a little fun thing to do when you're bored? Let me know in the comments below. But take a look at this. Dude, this one looks pretty realistic. I'm not gonna lie. This one looks pretty realistic. He's flying and he's just moving camera around. Even this one looks like in Venice, Italy. This is crazy because I've been in Venice, Italy before, and it looks quite realistic. Again, this boat, I'm not sure familiar with this particular boat, but I mean, hey, can't wait. Genie 4, Genie 5 versions, even here. Next thing you know it, documentaries, movies, everything's going to be generated with AI. We're not even going to tell the difference. This one's pretty insane here. Like, look at this. Walking around in real life. You can see the feet. I even saw there's another video, or maybe they'll show it in this one, but it was the guys like walking on the water. You can see the birds, the houses. Here, even the cars. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Biking on a trail. Now, this one I can feel like it doesn't look super realistic. The trail does look pretty realistic, but the hands and the bicycle kind of like video game-ish. But man, this is crazy. This is insane. Let me know what you think about this, and do you know any other competitors or crazy AI tools out there that are doing stuff that I should post about? Let me know in the comments below. Aside from that, see you in the next one.